and welcome back to my channel. I had a request to do some nice tapping and scratch, 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 scratch. Scratching on Funko Pops because I recently did some scratching with this little guy right here, and the sounds were very, very nice. Now, at first, I didn't think I would have enough Funko Pops to do a whole video, but when I looked at my collection, I realized I have a lot more than I thought. So I hope you like Sonic the Hedgehog, because almost all of them are Sonic related. This is Sonic losing all of his rings. I love these figures. I have a nice base. You know, most of the Funko Pops don't really have a special base at all, but this one does. The bottom of this looks a little bit Minecrafty, kind of that blockiness that you see from Green Hill Zone. A pretty, pretty classic Sonic here. The back is just as regular quills too. We have Neo Metal Sonic. Look at him. Very metallic, nice and shiny. these nice sounds. Go ahead, tap on the base. And this flocked Shadow the Hedgehog surprisingly came with an Amy Rose. That is also a flocked Funko Pop. Now what's interesting though is her headband here is not flocked, just the pink part. If you collect Funko Pops, I must ask, how do you feel about the flocked ones? I don't think I'm a very big fan of them, but I have another one. Actually, I have two more. This one is a Super Sonic. I absolutely love all of the Chaos Emeralds surrounding him, but he is flocked, so you can go ahead, tap the Chaos Emeralds a little bit. These are a little bit rubbery. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever really looked too deeply into the details of these. is his curly chameleon tail. He's such a cool guy. It's very performative, but I can kind of relate to that. Now for the cooler Knuckles, Treasure Hunter Knuckles. I do quite love the fit and the cowboy hat there. I like it a lot better than the standard Knuckles design. Oh my god, I lied. This one is vlogged too. This is not the standard Funko Pop eyes. I think it's because Tails doesn't have the whites of the eyes like how the other characters do. Maybe. I'm not really sure why he looks so different from all the others. I think some of the vlogged ones I got because they were on clearance or something. I usually don't go out of my way to get Sonic Funko Pops unless it's really cool. Like the Neo Metal Sonic, I think that's one where I pre-ordered actually. Yeah, screw that one. I have a Silver the Hedgehog, but it's not a very standard Funko Pop. This is one of the, I want to say they call it like diamond or something, glitter covered. Sounds rough. It feels rough. This one definitely has a very different sound because of the texture. Yes, back to Shadow the Hedgehog. I think this is Buccaneer Shadow. The big old pirate hat here. remember I specifically got that one because, please, you don't see her super often. Now, I have Jet the Hawk. Kind of am not a fan of his personality. He's way too much of a frat boy for me, even though Sonic is too. Jet the Hawk is way more of a bro, but I rarely see Jet the Hawk stuff, so I had to get this. I like the small detail that the top of the goggles here, the lens, are actually shiny, very glossy, and he is holding his rider. If there is a Wave the Swallow one, I might have to snag that too. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. I also have a tiny Hero Chow that came with one of the Sonic Funko Pops. You can definitely see the Funko eyes here. I also do have a small Sonic Funko Pop keychain. I think it's about this size. Hero Chow. I also have two blind box mini Funko Pops. These are the tiny, tiny ones. Have little tails. And the other one is a Supersonic. Now the texture for this one is very weird. It's very scratchy, but it's not flocked. It doesn't have any glitter, but it's not smooth. It's very, very strange. I don't know if I got a defect or if it's meant to be this way. But I do like Supersonic, so it's okay. I think these were quite a bit cheaper than the regular ones. Now, I only have two other Funko Pops that are non-Sonic to show you. I'm sorry, it's like all Sonic. Okay, I spoke far too soon. I actually am recording this after I recorded everything, because when I was packing up my Funko Pops, I noticed he was still sitting in the corner of my desk. This is Sonic with Excalibur it's overrated. It's a whole conversation for another day. Now the next Pokemon goes crazy. My boy Oshawott. Surprisingly, I really fell in love with Oshawott through one of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, the one on the 3DS. He's a good starter. Now, besides these, I think I have a few Vocaloid Funko Pops. Pretty sure I have Mika and Ding. And I think I have a Rainbow Dash Funko Pop. But I don't know where they are. They might be in boxes right now. But as you can see, I am very into a particular franchise. Obsessed, actually, with Sonic the Hedgehog. So, hopefully, you are okay with Sonic